Ladies and gentlemen, dear guest, dear European friend, it was in 1993 when European liberals came to Budapest first, more than 22 years ago. I was happy to participate at that very meeting, and I'm very happy that you are here again. Some of who are older still may remember. It's a great honor for me to address your nice company today at the ALDE Congress. Welcome to Budapest. For several decades, liberal market economy have made the West the most prosperous part of the world. However, in the last decade, Europe had to face a number of serious challenges. First, the economic crisis has undermined the European welfare state, and now serious regional conflicts in the close neighborhood of Europe question the continent's stability. The consequences are serious. These different crises open the way for extremist political forces. Europe, this great place shaped by liberal values like openness, autonomy, pluralism, and a belief in a fair society, is in danger today. We are in danger because our society is full of fears. People are afraid of losing their well-being, their identity, and their security. Fear creates distrust in others and in ourselves. And distrust undermines our capacity to act. We are afraid of the extreme populists who divide our societies on the very basis of fears. Populists consider society to be ultimately separated into two homogeneous and antagonistic groups, the pure people and the corrupt elite. And they address only a limited part of a larger political agenda. This is why extremist populists will never solve any problem. Dear friends, the refugee crisis and the recent terrorist attack are perfect moments for populists to set their political agenda by simplifying narratives. This is very true for populist leaders in Europe, such as the Hungarian Prime Minister, who view both social liberalism and free markets as grave threats to the security, unity, and sanctity of the nation-state. Populists like him have the capacity to undermine the process of European integration. Europe has reached a turning point today. We live amongst the competition of fears, and the fear of losing our well-being and security seems to be stronger than the fear of losing our freedom. We should not follow the populist agenda that forces us to choose. For us, the question is, how can we save our well-being, security, and our freedom? Choosing security only may lead to dangerous ways. We know this all too well in Hungary. For serving the security narrative, Hungary's populist prime minister was ready to undermine the rule of law, private property, and civic rights. In 4 short years, he, Viktor Orbán, transformed Hungary and turned against liberal European democracy. He was even able to play the anti-establishment politician while controlling a 2/3 majority in the parliament. But life has not gotten any better. Because well-being is not possible if we give up our freedom. With hardliner political actions and xenophobe campaigns, none of Hungary's real problems have ever reached a solution. Dear friends, we have to understand that not only Hungary, but the entire world has been radicalizing in the last years. There are way too many people and politicians who believe in the clash of civilizations. Too many political parties put ideology and religion into their focus. And this rewarding policy makes divisions among people easily possible. There is no question. The space for our liberal aspirations is narrowed. But did liberal values become irrelevant by today? Cannot we believe any longer that people are born free and equal? Can we afford anyone to impose power over other people's life as from now? That would morally be completely unacceptable. Liberal values are still the strong basis of the European idea. So we have to stand firm to our values. First, because division and radicalization only leads to violence, death, and grief. This is what we have learned from our history. Second, without freedom, there is no innovation, there is no development, there is no economic growth. Without freedom, there is no existential or physical stability. Without freedom, there is no good life. In order to safeguard our people's freedom, we should not fear. Just as for the survivors of the terrorist attacks, the greatest task for politicians is also to overcome fear, not to be afraid of extremist forces. Overcoming fear is the only way to gain back our capacity to act in Hungary and in Europe as well. Thank you for your attention.